similar manipulation of fluids happens in nautical engineering. For example, how does a ship turn? Well, a ship turns through rudders, right? This is how a ship turns. So if you look at what the rudder is, it's essentially an airfoil again. And as the rudder turns, what kind of force generates the turning moment? What generates the turning moment is actually a force, right? So for example, when the rudder here is deflected towards the right, what generates the turning moment is a force towards the left, right? That's the force that makes the ship turn towards the right. And what is that force? That force is a force, again, perpendicular to the free stream, right? Because let's just look at it a little bit more. The free stream as the ship goes forward, it's here. This is free stream. If you stand on top of the rudder and look at where the flow comes over, it comes from upstream of the ship. And then the force is generated to be perpendicular to the free stream. And we all know that a force perpendicular to the free stream is what? It's lift, right? So a ship turns by lift, okay, on the rudder. I mean, similarly does a race car generates a downforce by lift. Although the word sounds a little bit weird because it's a downforce, and usually we talk about lift as if you are lifting something, but no. In the case of a race car, you are generating a downward lift. A helicopter generates an upward lift, and the propeller generates a forward lift, right? These are all lift forces because we are generating forces that's perpendicular to the free stream. That's what lift is. And speaking of ships and boats, how does a sailboat work? A sailboat works by sail, and the force you generate on the sail, in contradiction to some people who are not familiar beliefs, a sail doesn't work by drag. I mean, it doesn't just takes the wind in the same direction. It doesn't generate a force that's in the same direction as the relative wind. It generates a force perpendicular to the relative wind. If anybody has sailed a boat, you know that. A sailboat generates lift in this direction, right? In the direction that's perpendicular to where the wind comes over you. And that's the lift force that propels a sailboat. And not only is this lift propelling the sailboat, it's actually the lift that's also generated by the keel, right? So basically you have a sail up there that's generating a lift, and the keel that's in the water is generating another lift, right? It's the combination of these two lifts that propels the sailboat to go forward. So again, we're using the lift force, that's the force perpendicular to the free stream. Well, same kind of a thing happens with the wind turbine. I mean, a wind turbine, again, is facing the wind, right? So as it rotates, it's generating a lift, which actually generates the electricity. So pretty much, I mean, if you look at everything we have been doing that uses fluid or air to do work for us, almost everything uses the force we know as lift.